Hey guys, I am at this gamer 397 and I'm just gonna do a vlog right now because it is too fucking hot to play anything right now. Oh my god, I swear it is hotter than Satan's us mode in here. Yeah, I'm almost sure that it's hotter than Satan's asshole here right now. I think it might be like in the 90s and we're almost already out of the summertime. It's only 79. I call bullshit. It cannot be 79. It's gotta be like fucking 92 at the most. And I'm not even kidding. Do you see how much I'm sweating? Well, I mean, I'm not sweating right now because I got the fan going right here, and that's the background noise. I got the fan. Right here. So that's keeping me cool, but it might also trigger a little bit of background noise. Not too sure, but we'll just see how it works out. The flame truck. Sweet. 30. No. 20. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a quick vlog and, you know, kind of talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about. I know I'm not live, but, you know, let's just think of a topic. The Jacksonville shooting? Alright then. So, in case you guys didn't hear, there was a shooting in Jacksonville, Florida. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I literally had to text I have an ex-girlfriend that lives in Florida. I'm not sure if she was near it. The shooting was in Jacksonville, and she lives in Jay, which is the upper left part of Florida. Yeah, I'm sure she's not. But I had to test my uncle. Well, he's not my uncle by blood, but I still call him my uncle because, you know, I just want to. Nah, but he actually acts a lot like my uncle. Even though we're not 100% blood related, since she was adopted by my grandparents. Oh, why am I talking about that? I had to test him to make sure that he was okay, and that he was not near the Jacksonville shooting. He was okay, and he wasn't near the Jacksonville shooting, which just made me glad that he's alright. We've lost so much this year, and can't lose anymore. Anyways, but the reason that the Jacksonville shooter killed all those people was because of a video game. I'm not even kidding. And actually, you know what? Screw it. Friday the 13th kill will be Thursday. Friday will be half dead. Today we will be doing a little world news. So, let's go to BBC News and check that shit out, shall we? Don't mind the background, that's just the way it goes sometimes. BBC World News. Let's check that out. Why are my hands all... Okay. Okay. So, Florida video game gunman start obsession with hobby. A gunman who attacked a Florida video game tournament was so obsessed with his pastime that he refused to bathe or go to school, say court records. David Katz, 24, had a history of mental illness according to his parents' divorce filing in his home state. His mother once confiscated his console and locked it in a room, and he punched a hole in the door, she said. Katz killed 2 people in the city of Jacksonville on Sunday before fatally shooting himself. According to court papers in Maryland, he had a long-standing feud with his mother and had twice been hospitalized for mental illness. Christ almighty. So this guy killed 2 people before killing and shooting himself. Because of a video game? I know if I ever went that crazy, I would control myself and I wouldn't shoot anyone. Oh, I might shoot my roommate with a BB gun, but a BB gun is harmless. Airsoft BB. It's time for some sad news. Aretha Franklin. Fans gathered to view the Queen of Soul's body. Thousands of fans are expected to pay their respects to Aretha Franklin. The so-called Queen of Soul died nearly 2 weeks ago. Franklin's body will be on view for 2 days at African American Museum in her hometown, Detroit, before her funeral there on Friday. The museum also hosted civil rights activist Rosa Parks' viewing in 2005. Detroit, seen as the home of soul music, is treating Franklin's death as the passion of royalty. A week of mourning is being held in the city. The 76-year-old's body will be on public view on Tuesday and Wednesday at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History. The venue was reportedly chosen because Rosa Parks' viewing took place there in 2005, and because it needs to accommodate the thousands of people expected to attend. Friday's funeral at the Greater Grace Temple is for family and friends only, but Chaka Khan, Jennifer Hudson, and Stevie Wonder are among those due to sing there. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton will be among the speakers. Damn, kinda sus about Aretha Franklin. I don't think I've ever listened to one of her songs though. Yeah, it's another interesting one that was just posted yesterday. John McCain, the angry politics of late senator's death. On Saturday night, prominent... What the fuck was that? On Saturday night, prominent figures across the political spectrum offered messages honoring the life and legacy of John McCain. They noted his heroism, his sense of duty and patriotism, his friendships with those of differing viewpoints, and his willingness on occasion to reach across the political aisle to find common cause with ideological rivals. In the hours since, the gloss of unity is being methodically stripped away, exposing the raw flesh of the current American political condition. The drama, as it often has in the past year and a half, begins at the top. Shortly after McCain's death, Donald Trump sent a short tweet offering his condolences to the late senator's family. He also ordered the flags on the White House flown at half-staff. Critics have said that's not nearly enough. President Trump, tweeted former NBC News anchor and journalistic elder statesman Tom Brokaw, "You are commander-in-chief by law, duty-bound to honor Senator McCain. Ignoring his death is a disgrace." While the president has frequently issued proclamations memorializing the lives and achievements of prominent Americans following their passing, no such document has been forthcoming from the White House. In fact, media outlets have reported that Mr. Trump rejected early plans to offer a more comprehensive statement praising the late senator. Yeah, John McCain died. He stopped treatment for brain cancer and he died a couple days later. Alright, what's next? Let's do... What is this? Australian rent-a-grave law to be reviewed. A controversial law in Australia's New South Wales allows graves to be rented out is going to a public inquiry, reports say. According to the Sydney Morning Herald, the NSW government is going to review rentable graves after they were introduced into the region's cemeteries in Victoria after June. Wow, I'm surprised that rental grave is actually a thing, you know? Just it's weird. Alright, now let's do entertainment and arts. Oh. Okay, let's see. Let's do... Okay, let's check out this one, because this one looks like it might piss a whole lot of people or upset them. Ed Sheeran won't release an album next year. Ed Sheeran's Divide was last year's biggest selling album, shifting 2.7 million copies in the UK. With stars no immediate plans to follow it up. I'd like to bring out a project next year that isn't an album, told BBC News. Something that isn't pushed on radio. Something that's not what I usually do. That just clears the air a little bit. He added he'd happily take a year off when his world tour ends next September, before starting his fourth album. The news may disappoint fans, but Sheeran pointed out that spending 3 years on tour was weird and he'd need time to decompress. That's actually an excellent point. Anytime a singer releases albums constantly over the course of, let's say, 6 years, they release one album every year, and they gotta take a break sometime, because they work on writing the lyrics, they work on practicing the song, they work on rehearsing the practice of the song, they work on the song in tour, they perform the song, they make millions of fans happy. All the fans go home happy, etc., 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 all the other bullshit. But damn, doesn't surprise me that Ed Sheeran might take the year off. Alright, let's look at health. Let's look at health next. Okay, doctors demand GMC boss resignation. Alright. Let's see, computer predictions control cholera. I vomit 30 times a day, Keaton's dilemma. Air pollution, let's check out the air pollution harms mental performance. Air pollution may harm cognitive intelligence, study says. Chronic exposure to air pollution could be linked to cognitive performance. A new study in China suggests researchers believe that the negative impact increases with age and affects men with less education the worst. Over 4 years, the math and verbal skills of some 20,000 people in China were monitored by the U.S.-Chinese study. Researchers believe the results have global relevance, with more than 80% of the world's urban population breathing unsafe levels of air pollution. However, while establishing a link between pollution and lower test scores, the study did not prove cause and effect. The study, which includes researchers from Beijing's Peking University and Yale University in the U.S., was based on measurements of sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and particulates smaller than 10 micrometers in diameter where participants lived. It is not clear how much each of these three pollutants is to blame. Carbon monoxide, ozone, and larger particulates were not included in the study. Described as an invisible killer, and air pollution causes an estimated 7 million premature deaths a year worldwide, according to the World Health Organization. 7 million premature deaths a year worldwide. Holy shit! That's a lot of deaths. Trial boost for Vorticerant obesity drug. Okay, let's read the next one. No alcohol, safe to drink. Global study confirms. Bad news for those who enjoy what they think is a healthy glass of wine a day. A large new global study published in The Lancet has confirmed previous research which has shown that there is no safe level of alcohol consumption. Yes, there is, 1 beer a day. The researchers admit moderate drinking may protect against heart disease, but found that the risk of cancer and other diseases outweighs those protections. Uh-oh. I thought it was just liver. A study author said his findings were the most significant to date because of the range of factors considered. How risky is moderate drinking? The Global Burden of Disease, or the GBD, study looked at levels of alcohol use and its health effects in 195 countries, including the UK, between 1990 and 2016. Analyzing data from 15 to 95-year-olds, the researchers compared people who did not drink at all with those who had 1 alcoholic drink a day. They found that out of 100,000 non-drinkers, 914 would develop an alcohol-related health problem, such as cancer or suffer an injury. But an extra 4 people would be affected if they drank 1 alcoholic drink a day. For people who had 2 alcoholic drinks a day, 63 more developed the condition within a year. For those who consumed 5 drinks every day, there was an increase of 338 people who developed a health problem. That's actually pretty interesting to learn about alcohol. Okay, and that does it for this episode of World News. We now go back to That Death Gamer 397 in the studio. That Death Gamer 397, you're up. Hey guys, I am That Death Gamer 397, and I want to thank you all for watching this segment of World News. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned quite a bit about what's going on in the world today. I also hope that you guys, what the fuck was I say? Sorry, I'm just checking my, whatchamacallit. Jesus. Jesus! Jesus! Oh. Sorry, I'm just on my phone for a minute. I was playing Pocket Era. As always, I love that game. Anyways, so that was the segment of World News. I just wanted to say my thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of the Jacksonville shooting, as well as everyone else who lost a family member, lost a friend, lost a pet, has no life like me. I have no life, stop judging me. That's why I'm a YouTuber. It keeps me busy. Fuck. I have an appointment tomorrow at 3 p.m. with Mass Rehab to help me find a job. And this is my job. Also, sometime soon I will be doing a video with a couple of different YouTubers. So hopefully that will wrap up views and subscribers on my channel, since the person that messaged me said they have 1.5k subs. So I want to give a shout out to my friend on Steam named Jonah. Jonah, thank you. Thank you for the offer on asking me to record Gary's Mod review. I accept your offer to record Gary's Mod, or be in the Gary's Mod videos. So guys, keep an eye out and look for. I actually am going to be doing a Gary's Mod video tomorrow, so keep an eye for that as well. But anyways, I'm out of time for this episode. I'm gonna leave it at that. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What did you think about this episode of World News today? Did you enjoy it? Did you learn quite a bit? Also, Yeah. Also, I forgot what I was going to say. But anyways, once again, thank you all for watching. Also, do me a favor, click on that like button down below, hit subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a video. I upload 2 games, Monday through Friday, 1 vlog on the weekend. Sometimes I will also do the occasional live stream. I have not done live stream for a while, but just you wait. There will definitely be a live stream very soon.